What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Scholars Lounge. Welcome back to the stream. It's Saturday morning, and we're going to play a little bit of Cyberpunk while the kiddo's napping. See how that goes. So let's get started, not waste any time. Do have some coffee and a Benjamin with us. What's up, Bougie? Rise and shine. How you doing today? What you been playing or doing? Ooh. And shouts out to Fuji, by the way. Good, tired as fuck, and you need to actually hop on Final Fantasy 14. Oh man. Did I say 14? Yeah. Finish that event for Fall Guys. I didn't know they were doing one. That's pretty cool.
Because the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo.
You get like some cosmetics. Continue that.
Fulcrum, come in.
Fulcrum, come in.
Yo,
Oh my
yeah,
god, Miss
dummy.
Jake Quaylen. Thank you for the raid. Holy crap. How you guys doing today? Thank you very much. It's the raid. It's the raid. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you so much. We just started things up. What were you playing over there? And I'm You Gotta Believe. I'm a variety streamer who happens to be playing the variety of Cyberpunk 2077 today. Kiddo just went down for a little nap. We've got ourselves some coffee. Coffee. And a Benjamin to have some fun. Welcome, Miss Jake Quellen and her community. We appreciate you very, very much. Thank you. Welcome to the Scholars Lounge. Let's vibe out.
Loud and clear, whoever you are.
Good, it worked. My name is Somi. Just call me Songbird, though. I know who you are. Know your situation.
Thirsty Suitors. It's a bit wild so far.
I can see.
Is that a game? I've never even heard of that before. And what type of game is it? Man. Not often does a game have me look right away what it is, but I just searched because the name is so interesting. An adventure video
You
game.
must have questions, and I'll answer them in due course, shortly. But first,
And it came out in November. Ooh.
Night City called Dogtown.
This one a single player game? Fun little adventure?
No Man's Zone where you shoot first, ask questions later? That Dogtown?
What? The chance to live to a ripe old age
Skateboarding,
in a
dating,
Mexico?
dance, and fighting? Ooh, what? That's very interesting. Is it like all fleshed out too, each little feature? That's kind of cool.
Fine. No clue what I'm stepping into, but no risk, no reward.
I kind of like, I mean, not, and when I say this, I don't mean completely similar, but that reminds me in a way of like how you have games like Persona where it's one, an RPG, right? A JRPG, and then two, a like high school life simulator where you can do all this stuff outside of the RPG as well that also adds into it. And I know it may not be an RPG, it's an adventure game, it looks like just on a quick search I saw, but that sounds awesome that it's got all this different stuff you can do, and seems to be pretty highly regarded too. Good story. Okay. I've been looking for a good single player game lately that's kind of new. Get me out of the funk of playing all the similar stuff. The last thing I did was, man, it was called Bomb Rush. Sorry. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, I think is what it's called. And it's basically like a spiritual successor to those Jet Set Radio games. I was having trouble thinking of exactly what it was called, but that's an amazing one as well. It's on Game Pass. Well, I think you just really sold me, because I've got the Game Pass. We've got the Game Pass. Whatever, both on PC and Xbox. Either way, it doesn't matter, because I play on both and stream on both. Right now from the Xbox. Shit, might have to put that one on the docket here for the next week.
Hey, ten cuidado.
Wow, I cannot drive.
No can do.
Wow, this story's got it all. That's a DLC, I think. I don't know if we want to do that yet. We want to sit and wait for River? Maybe.
You both can fuck off.
I'm NCPD in.
You're just an Xbox gal. That's good. The Xbox is a nice console, to be honest. I had a PS5 as well, and a Series X, and I ended up playing the Xbox much more. Nothing with against PlayStation games. It just seems like the better third-party console. And I'm enjoying the hell out of Cyberpunk. I beat it once before, put 55 hours into it, and that was before they updated it with the new, what they call 2.0, where they completely redid all the perks, perk tree, and all this other stuff, and there's even some perks that are gone and new ones that are added, and it's a completely different game. So for me, I enjoyed it before. Now it's just 10 times better. It's crazy, and I do recommend that anybody who has the newer consoles or a PC play it, because performance-wise, it's been performing well on the Xbox. I say, oh yeah, you love it, dude. For a while there, they were... I call everybody dude, by the way. Don't take that personally. Like, I know some people don't like to be called dude. But the Xbox also... I haven't checked this in a while, but you could download emulators because it would use, like, Microsoft Edge to download custom apps from the Microsoft Store. And people were uploading emulators and things like that. And you could get that set up with an FTP server on your computer and transfer over files, ideally. End goal being that you could play these emulated games on your Xbox, and you could even stream them from your Xbox, because, I mean, there's no stopping it. It's just an app. And play PlayStation 2 games, original Xbox games, you know, Nintendo 64, all of them. Just, it was awesome. And they were working on trying to get PlayStation 3 working, and I think Xbox 360 may have been, although it doesn't really matter for the 360 and Xbox as much, because most of those games are backwards compatible on the Xbox already.
Hey, V. How you holding up?
Been better. I know. Probably not hard to tell.
So, what happened?
Needed someone to talk to.
Uh-huh.
First, take a look.
But again, welcome everybody. Let me give a quick little shout out to Miss Jaqueline as well. I know we just started and we didn't have many people here, but in case anybody hasn't checked her out, give them a follow.
Today's story. A routine roadside inspection led the NCPD to the trail of a dangerous abductor and murderer. The incident occurred at the intersection of 7th and 15th Avenue. The following police footage was captured at the scene. 1038, I repeat at 1038. Registration 2886244. We're exiting our vehicle now.
Copy that.
Out of the car! Hands up! Easy, officer.
Got the hands up.
Relax. Shut your mouth. Oh, shit. We have a 1053 and a 1054. I repeat, a 1053 and a 1054.
There's a dead body, and then now another dead body.
The boy from the footage is LeVar Martinez, age 17. His parents reported his disappearance over a month ago. Unfortunately, LeVar's life could not be saved. His body could not withstand the severe septic shock he suffered. Autopsy reports revealed the teenager was given dangerously high levels of hormones, anabolic steroids, and stimulants. The possessions and
Oh, this
genetic
mission is
material
crazy,
of several
guys.
other missing teens
This
were
might be the
also
best
found in the
mission
car,
in the game, and it's so
belonging to
sad.
one Anthony Harris. Unfortunately, their fates remain unknown. Although the criminal widely known as Peter Pan survived the gunshot, he has not regained consciousness, making interrogation impossible. Please stay tuned to
This, Peter
WNS
Pan,
News for developments
You
in
know,
the story.
case you were looking
River's
for?
storyline is nuts, man, and we got past the first one with the mayor so far, and we're on the one with his little nephew or whatever, and that one is just, oh,
What's the
that's such a
problem? They
good
caught
story and how it was
My nephew
structured and built, but it is a sad one.
disappeared not long past. And what you just saw.
I don't think any video game's really done something like this.
Oh, Jesus. Randy's disappearance. You know anything else?
My sister and I don't get along that well. I don't know much. Just wish I could have been there for her when she needed it most.
And what, they figured you'd get emotional and kept you off the case?
More like a restraining order. Won't let me anywhere near it. Gonagle took the lead on it. Lazy-ass gonk. And so far, he ain't accomplished shit.
And the slower they are, the more of a chance these people die.
No way I'd let this lie.
I know. And that's why I'm asking for your help.
So what do we need to do?
Can't interrogate the guy because he's a veg, but we can view his dreams.
I'm sorry, dreams?
You heard me. Come on, I'll explain on the way.
Inception. Well, no, I guess we're not gonna be making him think anything we want him to think. We're just looking at his dreams.
You got access to these dreams?
Not yet, but they keep them in the lab we're headed to now.
You sneak into the police headquarters? Well, I guess it's not sneaking in if we have River with us. Night City Police Department. River, you slow fuck. It says wait. It says, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. It says wait. Damn cops thinking they can do whatever they want.
Appointment?
Not exactly. We'll go in together, but not through the main entrance.
We're gonna break the law?
We'll find a different way in, and then hustle out quick. Never actually been here, so I'll need your help.
Now that's funny. He's never been there, so we've got to break into the police station and take all the risk. Yeah, what do we got back here? Save up before these sneaky sections. Oh, okay. Can't sneak in there. Not good enough technical ability, so we're gonna have to climb on some things.
Go digging in Petrochem trash.
Reach the fence, then look for a way inside.
All radioactive.
Knowing their funding, I wouldn't
I know
expect
they
much
cost
pushback
good
from
shit,
security.
but it ain't worth it. I mean, that you've been saving up some new bone marrow.
Hey, come on. Let's just talk. Flu get me before any of that radiation does.
Look at that.
Great. What now?
We find our entrance.
They have an audit today. Should be a ghost town. No need to be quiet.
How'd you know about the audit?
I did my homework.
We'll do a ping just in case. Nope, I guess we can't.
Know where they're keeping the BD?
Likely the room where they edit the autistic kid's dreams. Should be labeled as Anthony Harris.
Look at that. It's a BB from Death Stranding. Ain't that crazy?
A few of these rooms we probably don't have to bother with.
Love the Easter eggs in this game. I know we don't have to bother with these rooms. I want to. Some cool shit. Let's see, messages, security update.
Locked.
I'd like to remind everyone of the upcoming audit and changes in security. I'm willing to answer any immediate questions you might have. As you're aware, we've had complaints from the NCPD. I know. But we will have to follow the new guidelines. There's no wiggle room on this. At a time TBD later, you will all get your new double verification access signatures. You will each receive individual emails with the relevant details. No more of that reply all funny business. Until then, continue work as normal, of course, excluding the day we have assigned for the audit. Have a nice day, security. Small step for science, a giant leap for mankind. Good morning, all. I would like to congratulate your own very Dr. Yawen Packard on the recent strides she has made in the field of pediatric autism therapy. Her invaluable work has paved the way for more effective therapy applications than the established behavioral methods TEACCH, ESDM, and RDI, clearly surpassing all supportive methods, example sensory integration, and substantially building upon traditional approaches such as music therapy. Speak for all of us when I say we're extremely proud of Dr. Packard's scientific achievements, but also, more importantly, proud to see the huge inflow of warm letters from happy parents. Keep up the great work, everyone. Oh, that's nice. Yolanda Castaneda. The following projects have been greenlighted to continue next quarter. Neurotransmitters and selective countermeasures in combating the effects of stress, cyberpsychosis, audiovisual stimulation in autism therapy, and limited environmental stimulation as treatment for antisocial behavior. We have decided to suspend research into transcendental meditation. All those involved on the project will soon receive a more detailed report about the indefinite suspension and information regarding new project allocations. Lots of emails, guys, sorry, but we like reading this stuff. Dear team, I like to beat around the bush as much as the next guy, but I'm afraid I don't have that luxury this time. First off, you all remember that framed quote I used to have in my office. Never trust a person who's never tried to steal. Well, it seems someone took that sentiment too much to heart. Now don't panic, it wasn't the quote that was stolen. Safely at home. Rather, it appears a staff member has taken our neurotransmitter research files from the facility with the likely intent of selling them to a third party. This week's audit. Dear all, as many of you know, this week's audit is simply a formality. We are required by law to periodically evaluate current lab safeguards for effectiveness and future modernization efforts. Remember that this audit is as beneficial for the city's bookkeeping as it is to keep you and your research safe. We're all playing for the same team here. Please treat this as a mandatory day off. Best regards, Anna's fasting. Oh, and there's files. Patient transported to hospital 18 minutes after suffering missile wound to the head. As the missile penetrated multiple brain layers, a temporary pulse cavity immediately followed. Due to rapid intervention, intracranial pressure was reduced and inflammatory damage to brain tissue was avoided. Despite successful intervention, the patient remains in a coma with estimated chances of waking at only 0.6%. In the event the patient does wake, likely complications may include paralysis in the right side of the body, vision impairment, speech impairment, and cognitive disorders. In recent years, the list of commonly feared numbers, such as 4, 13, and 66, has grown to now officially include the number 91. While the phobias of other numbers have origins well studied by science, example, tetraphobia derives from the fact that the Chinese words for death and 4 sound similar, we can only hypothesize about the rise of 91. Patients afflicted by a phobia of the number 91 often complain of recurring nightmares in which a giant countdown reaches 91, then suddenly stops. When they attempt to restart the countdown, it transforms into a bright yellow board with vermin crawling all over it. This shared experience has already spawned unproven conspiracy theories which, among other things, claim that the dreams are transmitted via either electromagnetic waves, digitized minds of a mysterious Netrunner sect, rogue artificial intelligences, or classified nanochips installed by Night Corp agents. None of these outlandish ideas contain a grain of truth, of course. So what is it that causes the phobia to manifest such intense reactions? That much yet remains unknown, but as so many scientists often claim, the truth is out there. So without full knowledge of the phobia's origins and its underlying factors, how can you treat it? Studies thus far have shown promising results for conditioning patients via induced dream states in which the number 91 is inverted to the number 19. Although this method remains in clinical trials, experts are optimistic the 91% success rate will only continue to improve. That's weird. 91's all over the place. HR documents. That's not going to help us. Let's save again, just in case. Been in here for a minute, reading all that junk. Personally, that's why I like these games though, like Cyberpunk. Just saw the email. I'm so sorry to hear they cut your project. If it's any consolation, I've tried to apply your methods in my personal time and I feel like my creativity is on a whole other level. Seriously. I really hope this is just temporary and they reinstate the project. Though I've got bad feelings. Since Dr. Lynch's departure, there just hasn't been the same support. Hang in there, Carolyn. Don't lose hope. And we've read these other ones. Teachings of the Temple. Try usually only reading things mostly pertaining to the story at hand because it can take a while to read all of that, but depends on what's interesting and what isn't. No, 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 lol, and just remember not to mention our latest study to those NCPD slug brains because they just wouldn't understand it anyway. Oh, okay, I was like, what in the world? Can't open that door. That'd be the bathroom. Got the health item upgraded. Said don't walk through the front door, right? I said don't walk through the front door, and then they had nobody there at the front door. I wonder if it's a... It says use Kuroshi. I'm trying to find stuff. Latest research. Based on the latest research on the subject, it appears the patient suffers from relapse of relapses of antisocial behaviors. The recommended treatment approach is limited environmental stimulation and increased doses of neuroleptics. I'll remind you that this is not an isolated case, but a fairly common problem among members of Max Tech. The NCPD is pushing for more resources put into cyberpsychosis research, but our facilities simply can't accommodate an uptick right now. And a friendly reminder, please email your applications for overtime next quarter by no later than tomorrow, end of day. Brain dance conditioning and cyberpsychosis. Studies that use brain imaging methodologies have shown a progressive reduction in brain volume, but a swelling of the ventricular system and the volume of cerebrospinal fluid produced in people who suffer from cyberpsychosis. Other studies have found differences in the degree of cortical nerve cell depletion between stage 1 cyberpsychosis patients treated pharmaceutically and those who received brain dance conditioning. Increased loss of cortical nerve cells was detected in those using pharmaceutical treatment, from which it has been concluded that brain dance conditioning has a neuroprotective effect. So much word salad. Get receipts and invoices. Overtime, voluntary versus mandatory. What's up, Choomster? You know about that audit in your lab is coming up, right? Maybe get those invoices for Woo all squared away, huh? Don't you got enough of your own paperwork to push around? Leave the invoices for Woo to me. I'll make sure our little piggies don't go hungry. Jeez, you read Kuzma's email congratulating Yawen? Eugene must have been very pleased with her strides. Not surprised. I mean, she cozies up with that cop, then all of a sudden gets an NCPD contract. What a coinkydink, huh? Exactly. Semi-formal button-up. Okay. Walked around this whole place pretty much. Got candies. Kids' room here. And a BD chair.
Hey, River. I think I got it.
Found something?
Not yet.
Anthony Harris.
Try these drawers.
Say search the cabinet.
There's some trash.
While he's doing that, I want to make sure we get everything out of here in case we're not allowed to come back. Messages. Melissa Rory, latest research. Based on the latest research, it appears the patient suffered from relapses of antisocial behaviors. We looked at that. Files. Studies that use brain imaging methodologies. Okay, we read that as well. Okay, cool, cool. Hard to tell sometimes until you get into the next paragraph on things. More Mac stock.
Bill Graham?
No, Anthony Harris.
Someone wants to be a cop when they grow up. Tech's half decent.
They got budget-savvy management.
Say, River, why not just have a janitor crack the door for you?
Can't risk getting scolded for sniffing around somebody else's
River.
case. Yowen!
What are you doing here? You got kicked off the force.
Just suspended, actually.
What does she mean by that?
He hasn't told you?
Yowen, please, listen to me.
Are you in enough trouble already?
Harris kidnapped my nephew.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But we store evidence here, and we have strict protocols.
Protocols? Talking about his nephew's life here. A child's life.
This is an ongoing police investigation. Go, please. Get out now!
We can't leave without Peter Pan's dreams.
One last time. Out!
Damn it, Yowen. Who the fuck do you think you are? Remember your first med school exam? You know the one. Passed it with flying colors. Gotta remember it. Ladies' room erupted in flame. They evacuated everybody for 2 hours.
I cannot believe you would throw that in my face. I never wish to see you here again. Especially you.
Especially me.
You don't know him well, do you? This man is a bastard.
Barely know River. We just work together.
Do not believe any promise he makes.
Good tip, thanks. But we're wasting time.
Harris's dream, BD. Where is it?
He isn't dreaming.
What? Why?
A bullet damaged his cerebral cortex. We get only dissonant urges. Pieces.
Oh.
I'd like to...
Try audiovisual stimulation.
But he isn't on the spectrum.
A favorite song or movie helps you reach the kids. Might be worth a try.
I am aware of the similarity.
Try using it.
Hypothalamus stimulation and hormone production. But Harris is not a child. I have never tried the procedure on an adult.
Patient transported to the hospital. 18... Oh, we read that.
Any reason you haven't?
Because, unlike River, I went to med school and studied neuroscience. And not by reading about it over someone's shoulder on the metro.
Let's try it.
We don't even know his preferences.
I'll find something. That mean you're willing to try?
Just go. I'll open the front door for you.
Let's ride, V. I know exactly where to start.
Say, by the way, what do you know about biochips? Arasaka's relic in particular.
Well, it's designed to store a person's neural engram. Sorry. Just imagine copying over a person's memories and personality.
Right, I get that. More curious what happens if the stored engram overwrites the engrams of the chip carrier.
Overwrite? I'm not even sure that's possible. Why do you ask?
Nah, never mind. Not a big deal. Thanks.
I'd say we successfully
cops seem to like you. Careful this one doesn't start sending you out for donuts.
What? No, River's all right.
For a cop, you mean?
Not every cop's a bastard. Just like not every rocker boy's a narcissistic dickhead.
Dunno, V, you ever actually met a rocker boy who didn't fit that description?
All in all, no.
There's our Delamain. Never mind, we need to go to River's car.
Okay, let me hear it.
You're hungry? Gotta go get some of that food, Fuji.
So, got booted off the force.
Suspended. Mayor's death stank to high heaven. Inquest into, kicked under the rug. So I made a fuss.
Not worth asking how you feel about that.
Nope. It's just, it's not easy for me to talk about what's biting at my ass.
Fair enough. Could tell me where we're headed, though.
To Joss's. Randy's mom. She thinks he just ran away from home. For now, keep the kidnapping between us.
Tell me about Randy. What kind of kid he is?
Petty theft, drugs, running away from home. That kind.
Cop uncles really see the best in you.
There are people who always find their way into trouble. Randy's one of them.
Where's Randy's dad?
Been a few years since he got popped.
I didn't even realize we were on an ad.
Great role model.
But it doesn't matter because you got that Prime sub, so you didn't see that. But go get some food, Fuji.
Gonna tell me why we aren't trying to find Harris's apartment?
That's a house. And I doubt he's keeping his victims in his basement. And besides, we are trying. Want to see if we can find some connection to Harris at Randy's.
Pretty weak lead.
Best we can hope for just now.
Yawen not gonna report you?
Not worried Yawen's gonna toe the line?
You might have something in your mini fridge. Ooh.
Used to be friends. Doubt she'd do that.
What you gonna be snacking on?
Not that I'd use it, but I do know one skeleton she'd prefer remain tucked in her closet.
Think Yawen will actually help us? All things considered?
Yeah. These tiffs of ours always end up the same way. I'll tell you about it over a beer sometime.
Really ought to focus on finding Randy now.
Of course.
Now we can skip the ride. Perfecto.
All right. This is it. It's sure been a while. I used to come over every weekend, a long time ago.
And? Changed it all since?
Places like this never change.
Gimme. I think that's where Anthony stays. Or not Anthony.
Lovely neighborhood. Mwah.
Just making sure we didn't have any level up points. Follow River.
River. You either got business with me or news about my Randy. Wouldn't drag your butt out here if you didn't.
Joss, meet V.
So V, is this about my
I'm just
Randy?
going around stealing stuff in your house, Joss.
Joss, I don't know how to say this, but Randy was abducted.
A whole ass meal. You have too many fridges. One that's a fridge and freezer,
River!
kind of big, and your other
Tell
mini
me,
fridge is
damn
the
it.
full body of a Minecraft creeper. You bought one for your little brother too. That's pretty
We're
cool.
looking, Joss.
I would have, if I ever get a mini fridge, I've seen those Xbox ones that look like the Series X is funny enough.
Listen,
They made a joke
we
about
need to
it.
look
That'd
through
be funny to
Randy's
get, I
things.
think.
Why?
To find any lead we can. Trust me, Joss.
Just don't destroy anything. Randy doesn't like it when anyone pokes through his stuff.
Let's go, V.
The kids are playing outside. Tell them it's time to eat.
You tell him, River. It's not my job.
What's on your mind?
I think it's good she learned the truth.
That's the trailer. Eyes peeled for details, eh?
Uncle River!
Monique, Dorian. Hey, guys.
Is this your partner?
Just a friend.
You gonna stay over?
We'll see. Your mom's waiting for you with dinner.
Buy it, they're actually good.
This is
Put a
their
few
old
drinks
trailer.
in there.
Randy
That's all you
moved
do
in
with the Minecraft one, but it's not big enough to put a body in.
Real hellhole.
Darn.
Like in my good old.
Darn, darn, darn.
Check her
I
out.
wouldn't be able to kill anybody because I'd be too afraid. Well, one, I wouldn't be able to kill anybody, I don't think. But two, I wouldn't be able to clean up or dispose of that body.
Got some kind of key here. Real fossil.
Not quite what we're looking for, no.
Get high at home thing. Container.
Drugs?
Let's not go there.
Society's fault.
So now you could teach me it's simple. That's oof. Don't get on Fuji's bad side. You blame Google and society.
Jeez. I can still see the nicks from those first years we measured the kids.
I feel like there's something under his bed.
Some kind of game here. Shipping code on it.
Left his favorite hoodie in the closet.
Some Euro dollars here.
Tainted Overlord.
Band.
You know him well.
Used to send him an album every year for his B-Day.
Expensive tech. Randy had to scratch for this?
You're joking.
Is that a little laptop?
No chance Randy could afford hardware like this. Way too pricey. And we gotta get in. But I doubt anyone knows the password. Can you crack it?
Let me
We
give
can
it a
crack
shot.
it. We got this.
Eureka.
Help me scour this, will you?
see. Sorry, Anthony to Randy.
They caught Harris in a vehicle like that.
Meant to call, sorry. Spent half the day sitting in my Thornton.
Shit, River. I remember that day. He lives close to an old school.
Police had all of Watson blocked off and I was stuck in traffic for hours trying to cross town. Kinda live in an area where I used to go to school, but it looks all different now, so trying to find ways past all those jams made it easy to get all turned around. Hope you're not mad. From Randy to Anthony. Hey, no problem. I needed to help my mom anyways, etc., etc. Do you have everything ready at your place? I just wanted to say thanks.
Angel of empathy, this guy, huh?
Guess in general, I'm just holding on to the thought there are more people like me out there dealing with the same shit. Why are you helping us anyways? I used to be like you, like all of you. I wasn't spared any of life's cruel twists and turns. Worst of it was when my best friend died. Shit, sorry to hear that. Can I ask what happened? Rare muscle disease. His body just got weaker and weaker until he was a shadow of himself. I wanted to help him more than anything, but there was just no possible way I could. Of course, anyone who could help, he couldn't afford. If he just had the means, he could have brought some super drug, or a new body, or I don't know. Worse luck than the disease was being born into a poor family. Anyway, that's why I do what I do. I couldn't help my best chum, but just maybe there are some people out in the world I can help. Hey, I hope you don't mind that I use my admin privileges to find you in real life. That is, your home address. Sorry, hope it's not too weird. But I had a good reason. There's a gift on its way.
From the Badlands.
A game called Big Trouble in Haywood. You know it. Anyway, hope you like it. Have fun. I'm taking again. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep doing it. I guess I'm just a piece of shit. You're a perfectly normal person, Randy. You're just like anyone with a organic heart still beating in their chest. Remember, I'm always here to talk to you, to understand, to help you. I know you'll recover from this, like you always have. Thanks for yesterday. The city from up on that tower looks so beautiful, honestly. I felt speechless. Though maybe that's just because I don't love heights? Really, it was nice, but maybe next time I take you into the city. Head to Japantown, grab a bite. You'll love it once you see it. And OMG, the restaurant my aunt takes me to sometimes. So Nova. Just let me know. Love you, cute. Yeah, of course, I had fun too. About this restaurant, we'll see. Not sure I'll have time. Hard to promise anything, so we'll see. Hey, you know you don't have to worry about Eddie's. We already talked about this. Just let yourself be invited to something nice for once. Love you. Now back from Randy to Anthony. Tell you what, I think your site's really Nova. Think I'm ready to finally meet up in person.
What I'm seeing.
Same time and place you wrote before?
There's no way.
'Cause man, I just can't wait now.
Why would he do that?
Not only did they agree to meet, but it looks like Randy was as excited as any kid on his way to a theme park.
That's right, same as we agreed. It makes me happy to hear you're happy.
Scrambled Randy's head.
Just one tiny request. Delete that first email I sent, just in case. Don't want anyone sniffing around something that doesn't concern them. I understand. I didn't have a normal family either. My mom died young, and my dad, he just tried to give me a future. Wasn't easy, though, to make a living on the farm once the cattle pestilence took hold. Eventually, it all just fell out beneath his feet. The cattle, the business, deep depression took his life. I tell you this so you know you're not the only one who's lost a father. I understand you so well. The only real difference is it was nomads that stole your dad from you, and for me it was corrupt corps and their dirty money grabs. That's why I hide all my activity from corps. Trauma team and Biotechnical would be all over me in a second if they knew what I got up to. But I don't have to explain all that to you, Randy. You get it. I know you'll keep all this just between us Chumbas. Stay strong, buddy. I know you got it in you. Randy to Natalie. Hey Nat, check out the site. Drugs are bad. When you're there, click on the image, the red one with the people in it. What the hell is this? Some kind of cult? Like, how'd you even find this? Just cruising the net. Doesn't matter. And this is from Gail to Randy. Hey, You won't answer my texts, won't answer my hollows. Still alive, man? I have a special delivery from you from a Valentino tomb of mine. You just gotta pick it up. Anyone in Haywood would give both kidneys for this thing, and I'm still holding it for you for free of charge like some gonk. Do me a favor and answer, because I'm starting to get pissed. So you got this video, which is creepy.
Something deeply fucked about that cartoon. My skin's crawling.
Volume 1 of the Blades of Doom trilogy, Chapter 1, Ghost of Ancestor Salvation. A silhouette of a gaunt female figure began to take shape among the ebb of the inky fog. By its long braid, the woman held a severed head, only one eye socket clearly visible. Decay had already long begun to melt the face's flesh, exposing the white of bone underneath. The other side fared much better. Then, without uttering a sound, the woman shifted her gaze to pierce the eyes of the weary warrior. "Come kill me. I am ready for death," she shouted with a cold intensity, prepared to meet her end at last. Black metal has produced countless charismatic characters, but the uniqueness of Aiden Burroughs, known also by monikers Noma and Balberith, is perhaps in a class of its own in the genre. Vocalist, guitarist, bassist, songwriter, ideologue, I don't know. Some call him a genius, others a fucking psychopath. When a person like Burroughs becomes defined by polar extremes, it's no wonder when he begins to arouse curiosity outside the metal world. There's no diminishing the lasting mark he's left in black metal, but even music more broadly. Most agree he was the driving influence for a new wave of metal artists and bands, like Tainted Overlord, who have managed to claw their way up from the bowels of metal hell to the almost mainstream music scene. Alright. Looks like the kiddo's wide awake. I was in the computer. Is there nothing else to... Oh, we have to go to the website. Okay. Drugs are bad.
Link. The one Randy
Never
wrote
too
about?
late to change. Addiction can be defeated. Yes, to fight addiction is to go to war for your life, but together, hand in hand, we can emerge victorious. We know who the enemy is, how to outsmart him, his tricks and unexpected blows. We know where he strikes, how much force he uses, his weak points, and how to drive him back. For years, we've been researching the most effective strategies to fight drug addiction. Now, we're putting them into practice. Together we can change your destiny, because it's never too late to change. We're the only nonprofit org in Night City that helps drug addicts. We assist in diagnosing addiction, understanding their courses, and finding the right treatment for everyone. After your treatment is complete, it's all about making sure our innovative wellness and support program does everything it can to prevent a relapse. If you're in a dark place in your life, we're offering a helping hand. You can trust us. We save lives. Drug overdose deaths are steadily on the rise. There's nothing less than an epidemic that is decimating our society, and young people most of all. If we continue to ignore what's right in front of us, thousands of young people will die within the next decade. We won't let this happen. We hope you won't either. For most, the real challenge is what happens after your treatment. Suddenly, you have to go back to your normal life, but normal meant using regularly. Streets being what they are, it's easy to fall back into old habits. We can help you stay clean and support you for as long as you need. You'll always be able to come to us for help. Together we'll stay clean and undefeated. Glitch, jeez. Smurf, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Don't know how much longer talking juice. Don't know how much longer we'll be playing because the kiddo did just wake up, but I appreciate you nevertheless. I hope you're having a great day so far. And welcome back to the Scholars Lounge. Contact us here. Okay. Let's click on this picture.
A hidden page set up by Anthony Harris.
Tony's Shelter. Good to see you, friend. Welcome to Tony's Haven, the place you've been looking for. The place where you can become the best version of yourself, thanks to Tony. I live here with my friends. They come here because they were fed up with seeing their life go to waste, just like you. Think of me as a farmer who looks after his livestock. Get acquainted and stick around. Together we'll show those old farms what we're capable of. No idea what I'm talking about? Don't worry, I'll explain everything in good time. But it's time for you to decide. Do you want to remain a shadow of yourself, or become the person you always dreamed of being? Come on down. Oops. I know who you are. You're the boy that's been rejected by society, left to fend for himself, misunderstood by his family, and deprived of real friends. I was once like you. You can stay here as long as you like, because you just found your new home. I have a secret, special treatment that'll not only get you back on your feet, but will also free up that weight from your mind and shoulders, make you limitless, everything you need to bust out your shackles. You'll find them in my haven. You'll become superhuman, resistant to sickness, strong, healthy, and invincible. But before we do that, how about we get to know each other first? Shoot over a message at Anthony34, incity.drugsarebad.pub. Remember, you're one of the chosen ones. Then files. Video not found.
Looks like.
There's this file here.
That name. Wasn't the video file on Randy's comp called something like that?
Hey, look. The name of this cartoon matches the missing file on Harris's page.
That's what we needed to find for Yawin. V, we've got it.
Randy must have downloaded it.
Sure, but V, don't you get it? This could be the key to Harris's mind.
Here's hoping.
Hey, can you use any of that Nightrunner magic to shake anything else out of this?
Get Harris's IP address.
Not that kind of magician.
Oh, okay. We'll have to manage without it.
That cartoon, River. Could be what we've been looking for. You said yourself we needed something to get Harris to dream. Send it to Yawin.
Right. Sending it now. Okay. Says she'll get back to me by morning. And that I am a son of a bitch.
You are a son of a bitch.
Come on. Let's grab a bite.
Alright, so I know we've only been streaming for an hour, but we're gonna save here. Kiddo woke up. Raid out to somebody. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. We'll see you guys later. I appreciate you coming by the Scholars Lounge as always. Let's see who's online. We can make somebody's day with a little raid. Okay. I know, Fuji, I know. I'll be back. Put the kiddos up, and I don't want to make my wife have to watch him by himself. We can go do something fun and try and wear him out and have a good time. Don't go. Don't do it. I'll be back later. I will. I will. Let's see. Everybody's streaming right now. Fucking everybody, bro. But I think we are going to do Ravine, because Ravine's shown us some love before, and he's a good guy. He's playing Crimson Snow, which I've never seen before. So let's show him some love. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back later. Ravine YT. Cool, cool, cool. Raid has been created. I don't have any custom messages, but give a man a follow. Show him some love. We thank all of you. We'll see you later. Later, Fuji. I appreciate you stopping by. Smurf, thank you for the alert. Peace out.